Hello everyone. Sorry about that. I just go way too long, don't I? I'm almost done and I just talk too much. I'm so sorry. I try to keep these under 20 minutes and it just doesn't work. Okay, so I think we got cut off in the middle of boron. So let's go back here real fast. I want to kind of get rid of this. I was just teaching away and then I look and my thing had turned off. It only lets me talk for 20 minutes total. It's trying to give me, a little hint that says, hey, quit talking so much. So anyway, here we go. So boron is in group 13. It has 5 electrons. Those electrons are in this kind of, well here, let me erase this for a second. This is the electron configuration for boron, this guy right here. But it would rather just be this, which means it's going to take these guys, let's see, we're going to take these guys and just get rid of them. It wants to get rid of them. And when it does, it's going to lose all 3 of its electrons. If it loses all 3 of those, then it will look like helium on the outside. Of course, we all know that on the inside in its DNA, it has 5 protons. But on the outside, it's only going to have 2 electrons. So what's that going to be? 5 minus 2, which is going to be a plus 3 charge. And we're going to say that it has an oxidation charge of plus 3. So there's that. So let's keep moving on. I'm sorry, this one will be extra short. So I hope you're starting to see a pattern here. Each group of elements will either gain or lose electrons depending on which group it is and how easy it is to become like its nearest noble gas. So it's trying to find its nearest noble gas and mimic or copy or look just like it, at least on the outside. Now they can't change their proton number, and because they can't change their proton number, that's why we start getting these charges instead. So let's see. Now I have to tell you this, there are some exceptions to this, but in general for Chemistry 1, this chart that I'm going to show you next is going to be pretty much gospel, okay? So let's look at this chart. Here we go. Everything in group 18 has a 0 charge. Why? Because it is a noble gas, all right? There's the number of protons and the number of electrons are exactly the same, and so you do not have any kind of charge in this group right here. This one, because they're gaining an electron, group 17 is going to have a -1. So basically all of these are going to be -1. This one's going to be all -2s in general. This one's going to be -3s and plus or minus 4. This could be plus or minus 4 on this one. I don't know why it says plus 4. This one's going to be plus 3 all the way through here, plus 2 over through here, and plus 1 over through here. Now later on, I'm going to show you guys how to actually determine the oxidation numbers of these guys as well. It's actually pretty easy, but for now, just know that these guys also have numbers. They also have oxidation charges. But those oxidation charges, just like anything with the transition metals, they kind of do what they want, okay? So they've got some really crazy ones. But we'll talk about that later. That's for a later lesson, okay? So moving on to the next one. So here's a quick quiz. Use your own periodic chart and the one on the slide before this one and determine the oxidation charges of the following elements. So what about calcium? What would the charge be on calcium? Well, let's see. Calcium is, I need like a bigger pen, so I'm going to go like that, and I'll do this. Okay. Where's calcium at? It's right here. There's calcium. So let's come back over here. Calcium is in group 2, so it's going to have what? It's going to have a +2 charge. How do we write that? That's something you need to know today. It's going to be a plus, oh, whoops, I got the wrong size. I keep changing stuff around trying to be fancy, and it's just not working out, is it? Okay, it's going to have a +2 charge. Sometimes people will write it like this. They'll write calcium, and they'll write 2+. Okay, so either way, you can write calcium with the +2 or calcium 2+. I've seen it both ways. I don't really care. It doesn't matter. You can decide which one works best for you. On the next one, iodine. Iodine is clear over here. There's iodine, if you guys can see it. And it's in group 17, which means it has a -1 charge. So we write iodine with a -1 charge. Or you can write it like this with a 1 minus charge. Okay? So let's go to silicon. Silicon is right here. There it is. Silicon's in group 4. Uh-oh, what's this going to be? Well, it could be a +4, or it could be silicon with a -4. Okay? It could be either way. Let's see, sulfur is in, where's sulfur at? There's sulfur right here. Sulfur is in group 16. So that means it's going to have a -2 charge. Or we could write sulfur with a 2 minus charge. Either way. Lithium, let's find lithium real fast. I think you guys probably know where that is already. Lithium's clear over here. It's in group 1. That means it has a +1 charge. So I come over here and I write +1 charge. Or I could write lithium with a 1+ charge. Either way. Aluminum, where's that one at? I'm going to go back to my chart here again. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go. Aluminum is right here. And aluminum is in group 13. That means it's going to be a +3 charge. So I write +3 on here. Or I could write aluminum with a 3+. Again, it's up to you what you want to do. And then nitrogen, I think I saw that right under, yeah, there it is. Nitrogen's right here in group 15. And because it's in group 15, we know it has a 3 minus. So we have a -3 charge. Or again, I could write minus, or I could write 3 minus. Okay? So look at that. There you go. We did it. So here's the big deal for today. Group 1 is going to be losing an electron, and they get a +1 charge. Group 2, losing 2 electrons, +2 charge. Group 3, lose 3, +3 charge. Group 14, lose 4, gain 4. So it's going to be either a +4 or a -4. Group 15, gain 3 electrons. Well, if you gain 3 negative charges, you're going to end up with a -3 charge, right? If you gain 2 negative charges, you're going to get a -2 charge. And if you gain 1 minus charge, you're going to end up with a -1 charge. All right, there you go. I finally got it all done. Sorry I didn't talk fast enough, but there you go. You get 2 videos today for the price of 1. Have a good day and ask me questions if you need to.